Hi, I'm Nick from the Cycle Hub, and me and the team have been testing out some of Mondraker Bike's latest offerings. And today I'm here to talk to you about the brand new Foxy RR. This bike has been completely redesigned for 2022 with a brand new carbon frame. They've included things like a geometry chip in the bottom, which we'll talk more about later. They've slackened off the head angle and they've extended the wheelbase, all the sort of things you'd expect from Mondraker, the people who bought you long, low and slack. And they're still doing it better than anyone else. It's been a little while since I jumped aboard an enduro bike and I felt what it's like to go really fast, and this bike gave me all the confidence I needed to really blow off the cobwebs and get blasting down the trails. Coming spec'd with Ohlins suspension, front and rear, it gives you a really supportive ride that feels like the suspension just has depth to it. At no point was I thinking, I wish I had a little bit more. The 160mm on the front and 150mm of rear suspension is plenty for pretty much anything you could throw it at in the UK. The way that the zero linkage suspension design works is great at getting you through those consistently rough sections. It really soaks it up well and keeps you moving on. And as well, with the new head angle of 64.5 degrees, it helps to really keep you planted and gives you a wheelbase that when the going gets steep, it makes you feel like you're riding really nicely within the bike. Mondraker is a race brand, and as such, you need to ride this bike like you're racing. It's a bike that the more you put into it, the more it will give you back. You want to get over that front wheel, ride it as hard as you can, ride it as fast as you can, and the bike will just keep lapping it up. The spec on this Foxy is really well-rounded. It comes with a great offering from DT Swiss. For the wheels, you've got the EX 1700s, which are basically one of the most trustworthy 511 rims laced up to some really quality DT Swiss hubs that'll really do the job for you. Servicing is easy, maintenance is good, and they keep rolling well for a long time. It's that quality that you've got to know and trust from DT Swiss. One of the things they've also brought in with this new frame is the ability to change the geometry with the use of a flip chip located just down near the bottom bracket there. A lot of these flip chips you see in bikes at the moment, they're all about slackening off that head angle. But what this does on the Mondraker is it does slacken it off, but it also lengthens the wheelbase. Now this is probably what makes the biggest difference to how the bike rides and how the bike feels. As much as this is a bit of a plower, it doesn't completely lose its composure or the fun factor when you're going off the jumps or you are riding some more mellow terrain. If you're active and you start to pump all the little rollers in your descents and you find those little downslopes to get a little bit more off, then you're gonna be, it just laps it up and it will really get you rocketing down. Off the jumps as well, it's not the nimblest thing in the air, but it will still come around if you want to throw some whips, do some tables. It's great fun, and the bigger the jump you throw it off, the bigger the smile it's going to be on your face. A few of the other bits that come spec in this bike, just as a bit of an overview, we've got Mondraker's own brand OnOff dropper post on here. It's a 170mm version on the large that you see in front of us. It's also finished with the OnOff stem and bars. I had an absolute blast riding this bike, and so did all the guys at work as well. It kept a smile on our face, and it really gave me the confidence to start pushing again, especially after a couple of injuries recently. And yeah, had a brilliant time, and I couldn't recommend it more.